Toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Second and 6 at the 41-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Second and 6. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. First down, here's the run with Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Ready, 56, Mike, 56. Check tight end, check tight, check tight.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself the best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Dan Bailey now for the field goal try. Bailey's kick is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now the second year back from LSU, it's Darius Geis. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Well, the second down throw on target. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick six for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season, it's big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year two, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. Gets past one man. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early, as they've got it 1st and 10. Now it's Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
From midfield now, Haskins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Intended for Jeremy Sprinkle. Incomplete. It's 3rd down.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Watch the screen. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. All right, T. All right, T. Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
They go play action now. Haskins. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tressway to punt it away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. Back to throw now on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Redskins scoop it.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Now a handoff. Geis going right. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Geis with the carry on 2nd down. Showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point good by Hopkins, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. He's going to take a shot. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Tajay Sharp, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Daniil Hunter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And Sims lost it. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Haskins. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. He's at the 30. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A huge play there for Washington. 48 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Jeremy Sprinkle, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. Hopkins with the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 5. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Now Haskins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Haskins now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. They'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
At the 45-yard line.
Let's go now. Hey, come on. Over. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Let's go.
Final play of the half. It's Haskins. Open man here. Sims complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 40. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give the Redskins 13 there on a first down. Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Haskins on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins, nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Daniil punter. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now it's Haskins. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. So now on fourth down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this one is right down Broadway. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now this throw caught left side. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. On first down, Cook. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Looking to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll run with Love. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's Haskins to throw. And he finds McLaurin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. Haskins now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. Haskins will throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 52 yards. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. On the ground, Geis. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Geis alone in the backfield here, second and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. As his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They run it again with Cook. And down he'll go at the 25. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
The run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle. 2nd and 9 now. And this one complete to Smith. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. And that's caught by Smith. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. That's complete to Sharp. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown Vikings. Adam Thielen. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Bailey got the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football.
When you kick off and you go downfield and get the ball back, that's what I call a great opportunity.
In a one-score game, I always circle, and you know this, but in my play-by-play sheet, I circle big plays that could be turning points. This could be a turning point.
Did you put a second circle around this? Or
I put a star. I put a star. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now a big spot for the rookie Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action now. Haskins looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Haskins to throw it. Got an open man, it's Harmon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Third down. Here's Haskins. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. Haskins. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. That one looks like he'll throw here. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Touchdown, Vikings! Adam Thielen, his second touchdown of the night. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead now up to 14.
38. Redskins 24.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. On 1st down, it's Haskins. He's going to let it fly. It got his man, complete. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On play action, Haskins. Catch is made, it's Harmon. Give him a couple on the catch, it's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now it's Haskins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Right there on the coverage to knock that ball away was Mike Hughes. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Now Haskins. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. That one good for 24 yards.
Let's go.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
This is caught. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me.
They're going to look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Second and long. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Bailey got the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking there's...
And nothing but daylight ahead. 20. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 56 to Pittsburgh. 56. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Montez Sweat able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. They said their goal was to win 7 games. They've done that pretty early in the year.
I think it's time for them to elevate that number and really make a big push to finish this season strong.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.